Hey, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna do a cleaning house fixie uppy, that's not a word, a little house maintenance kind of video. I did this video a long time ago and you guys really seem to like it, where I did like detail cleaning and fixed up things around the house that just needed to be done, like tightening some screws, and we're gonna clean some areas that like generally get forgotten about, but I've noticed like every day and I'm like, I gotta wipe that down. So we're gonna take care of all the little details today, because let me be honest, I'm gonna be honest, it's clean in here. Like your girl does a good job, it's clean, but there are some little spots that I just keep forgetting about. Like the mirror has like little pieces of like eyebrow gel on it, and the tops of the trash cans in the bathroom are dirty, and just little things that I think will be very satisfying to clean. You know, there's some dusting that needs to be done, some glass that needs to be cleaned, and just little tiny things, and we're gonna take care of that today. So I hope this inspires you guys to do some little things around your house that you have been slacking on. I know there's some things. First, we're gonna tidy up, because I was doing a Cricut project. That video will probably be up before this video. If you didn't watch it, I will link it down below. I had so much fun organizing my pantry and making custom labels from, it was so much fun. But I'm gonna clean up my mess, and we're gonna need a couple of supplies for our detail cleaning, and I will get those out after we tidy up. Okay, welcome back. So today for my detail housekeeping video, we're gonna need some microfiber cloths to clean stuff. We're gonna use one regular one dusting one. This has like really kind of flocked fibers for getting dust, grabbing them. This one is fine weaved for like mirrors and stainless steel and stuff, shining up stuff. I got some homemade vinegar cleaner. It's just like vinegar and water, basically, that's it. I'm gonna use some rubbing alcohol, just not for disinfecting things, but this is great for cleaning sometimes. So sometimes you can't get stuff, especially off glass. So we're gonna use some of that. We've got the vacuum. I just have this little thing for getting up like little dirt around. We're mostly gonna use the handheld form of the Dyson. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten some screws on these bar stools, because it's been a long time. Actually, it was that video that I tightened these screws, and they're loose again because we moved them. One is looser than the other. Oh, here's the vacuum, by the way. Okay, so these stools, these bar stools, they're wonderful, by the way. They're from IKEA, and they've been great. We've had them for a few years. This one's actually pretty tight, although I probably will tighten a screw. But this friend over here is a little loosey-goosey. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten all the screws that I can find and get him nice and solid again. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, which is why my toolbox is out, because we've got, not only do I have a whole bunch of screwdriver action in here, well, it's really messy. I have my screwdrivers in here. I also have these Allen wrenches, and I know I'm gonna be tightening some stuff with Allen wrenches too. So I've got all kinds of different sizes. I should organize this, because wow, what a mess. Can you tell we just moved? All right, let's get to work. These little detail-oriented home projects are always good to sort of refresh your, I guess, relationship with your home. These stools get pretty wobbly, after a few years, and it's always good to go and tighten them, and it makes me appreciate them again, and just appreciate the little things about your home. One thing that had been really bothering me is there's a bunch of like makeup stuff on my mirror, and look at all the powder that had been trapped on the mirror. It was from a brow product, like a brow gel, a brown brow gel that I have been using like almost every day, and every time I took it out of the tube, the brush would splatter all over the mirror and all over the desk where I did my makeup. Needless to say, I mean, that product wasn't even that great, and I won't use it anymore. I think I've already thrown it away. I prefer a pencil anyway, but it was really satisfying to get all those little pieces of makeup off of the mirror because this is the Simple Human Sensor mirror, if you don't know, and it is worth the expense of it. I think this mirror is still kind of expensive. It might be like $130, but it lights up and it magnifies your face like a million times. And the first few times you look at it and you do your makeup, you're like, whoa, look at all my pores. But then you can't do your makeup without it. Look at it. Isn't it fun? I love that mirror. Worth every penny. So look, there are all little pieces, well, not pieces, but like drips of makeup all over my desk. It looks like just dots. And it's horrible. It's horrible, but it's been there for months. I'm not even joking. It bothered me, but not enough to really do anything about it. So I took some of my vinegar cleaner and a microfiber cloth and went to town. It was so frustrating, but look at all of that product that came off of there. Oh my gosh. And there's probably some powder on there too, because I use powder every day, but I was just really busy. This was very, very labor intensive. But you know what? It was really satisfying and sort of meditative. And I just daydreamed and relaxed and had a good time, just sort of losing myself in this very simple activity. And these are the things that I think I should do more often as life becomes a little more stressful. And these days, even though we're sort of at the end of all of this mess, oh, look at this. Very clean desk now. I love how clean it is. It's so good. Anyway, as I was saying, even though we seem to be at the end of, or kind of turning a corner in this mess, it's still pretty stressful. I still worry about, stuff, and I still have a lot of stress. So these little activities make me feel a lot better. My nightstand, this is my nightstand. Look at all the dust that I was getting up with my microfiber dusting cloth. It was so satisfying to get all that dust up. This tray is so cool. It's from a company called Open Spaces, and they sent me this tray as a sample to try, and I really, really like it. The bottom is made of metal, and then the little middle portion is made of melamine, and then the little tiny one is made of wood. Here is a little cutting. Well, it's not a cutting. It broke, actually, of my philodendron burl marks that got damaged in the move. And part of it broke off, and instead of just chucking it, I was like, well, I could just root it and plant it with the rest of the plant. So it's been there about a month, and it's got roots on it already. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna wait till there's a lot more roots to put it in soil, but it's doing really well. I thought I would do it a favor and get all of the dust off of the leaves, because if you don't know, you probably should clean your plant leaves every now and again because they get dust on them, and having dust prevents them from properly photosynthesizing. So I did it a favor and grabbed all the dust off of it. I forgot that this plant actually makes a lot of sap, and my fingers were so sticky after that, and I had to wash them. But look at all the dust that's around. Guys, I hate dust, but cleaning this clock and cleaning everything that had dust on it, so satisfying. My nightstand doesn't see like a lot of action, but for some reason there's just so much dust around, on every surface, and on glass you can tell, I feel like more than any other surface, that it is really dusty. So I went and was able to just grab all that dust with the microfiber cloth. Microfiber dust cloths are great, by the way, because the dust is trapped in the cloth, in the fibers, and it's just, it's so great. And you don't have to use any kind of, cleaners or anything like that. You just dust away, and then you just put it in the wash when it's done. So I was washing my glass top with the vinegar cleaner, and it just, you guys, these little detailed cleaning days, I gotta say, because you're not doing like a major cleaning, you're doing like a very sort of very detailed, very small cleaning jobs, because you can see that the place is already clean, right? It's pretty clean. However, doing these detailed cleaning jobs is really satisfying for some reason. It just, all the little dirt that you notice, sort of, but it doesn't get done in like your big cleaning day. If you take the time to really get those details done, it feels so good. And I figured I would be a good missus and do the hubby's nightstand as well. His nightstand is always a little more dusty than mine. I feel like because well, why is it always more dusty than mine? I don't know. That's a good question. That's something I have to think about. I think he maybe uses his nightstand more than I do. He's got a lot of electronic devices and a lot of things charging every evening, so maybe that's why it gets more dusty. I don't know. It's a thing. Anyway, this next thing was really weird. This toilet paper holder was kind of wobbly, and like when you would go to pull the toilet paper, sometimes it would fall off the roll. So, I mean, in honesty, it probably should be hung the other way, but you know, we're just working with what we got. I tightened the screw a little bit to see if I could actually tighten the toilet paper holder itself. And at first it was really hard for me to tighten the screw. And then boom, I found this Allen wrench so I could really get a lot of torque, and it tightened it enough and to put the toilet paper back on. And debate toilet paper under or over. I personally don't care, but I know that this is a hot debate for people, so put it in the comments whether you like your toilet paper under or over. Next, the refrigerator. I didn't do a good before shot, but as you can see, there are some marks on it, and one of the best things you can actually use to shine up stainless steel is a combination of like rubbing alcohol and water and a microfiber cloth. So you can see me, I'm going to town on this fridge. I'm getting some little, particular dirty spots there where there had been some food splashed or something. And this was so satisfying because stainless steel can get super just dirty, and this made it all shiny and beautiful. As long as you go with the grain of the stainless steel, you can get it really, really clean and looking excellent and brand new again. So, of course, this is a rental, so we don't know how this has been handled in the past, but by the way it looks like it's been really pretty well cared for, and the stainless steel got super shiny and beautiful again. So I was really happy to do this project. There is the finished shined up fridge. Looks pretty good to me. And once I started polishing stainless steel appliances, I couldn't stop. I had to go and do the dishwasher because look at all the marks, like water marks and stuff in the dishwasher. So I was just like, you know what, we're gonna do this dishwasher because I can't just let the fridge shine. We got all the other appliances have to go too. And you know what? All these GE appliances, they're pretty good. This is a rental, and we were in our condo. We had Bosch appliances, and what else do we have? KitchenAid appliances before. And these GE appliances, I must say, have done a pretty good job. I like it. Even our, look at how shiny that gets. I love it. So good. The oven, especially, and stove has been great. We got some marks off of the oven as well. The only thing I have had trouble adjusting to is the electric stove because we had gas before, and it's pretty okay, right? It's okay. I can totally use it, but there's some challenges if you've been using a gas stove the whole time. It's not as easy to control heat. But look how shiny that got. Look, and you can see me in the reflection. Hello. Again, I went to town again and did all the little details. The knobs that you're always putting your fingers on. I went ahead and shined those up as well. They got nice and clean and beautiful. Just take the time to do a little bit of the details in your house, because the little detailed spaces that don't get any love, they need love too. One place that I sometimes forget about is the bathroom trash can. Not to mention that cleaning trash cans is definitely a thing to do. This is the Method Antibac Cleaner, although the antibac in this is citric acid, so it's not going to be like the same as like alcohol or bleach, but it's okay for what we need it for. But the tops of trash cans, actually the whole trash can needs to be washed, and I did the whole can a little later, as you can see me just going to town on the whole thing. But I forget about these because there's stuff around, and I was like, well, I'm gonna clean this trash can, I might as well clean the corner it was in without doing the whole bathroom floor situation, which I'll probably do in a few days. But it was just very satisfying, and I went in there with my cleaner just to do a little floor cleaning there, because I don't usually get in there with my mop. So that was very satisfying. And yes, I did wash my hands, of course. All right, here I am in the other bathroom. There was also a little mark on the wall that I had to get up. So again, these are things that I never they just don't get done on my, bathroom cleaning routine. They just kind of, they go by. They're like, oh, well, I'll do that later because right now I'm cleaning the toilet or the sink. But I feel like on the days when you're not doing that and you want to do some cleaning, these are the perfect projects to do. Like the little things that have been bugging you and you walked on by and didn't do anything about it. do something today about that. Okay, one of the last things I did was organize my, what is this, a toolbox? Toolbox. I had some stuff in there that I was like, what is this? Why am I even keeping this? Like hardware I bought from Home Depot that I never used, and instructions from things I hung a long time ago and maybe I got rid of them. There was just a bunch of stuff. It had been a while since I had actually been doing anything in this toolbox, so I just rearranged everything so it was easier to find, took some things out of their packaging so it was just easier to deal with, like these hangers that I've been hanging around for a while. Their packaging is so big, and it was really nice to finally organize my toolbox. Toolbox is something that has been in heavy use since we moved. Every time we move, the toolbox gets a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? And I found all of the little tiny itty bitty screwdrivers and put them back in there. I don't remember who gave me that little screwdriver kit, but it's come in so handy because you get like teeny weeny screwdrivers and look so much more organized. So look at all those like Allen wrenches. I guess some people call them hex keys as well. I guess I collect those. I'm hoarding hex keys, but it's fine. Next is a little bit of dusting the console. Look at the dust that's coming up. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh my goodness. There's a whole line there of like dust, and look how much comes up on the cloth. Oh, wow. That's a lot. There was so much dust. So I suppose I could just go around dusting, but today I was just going to do isolated kind of projects, and dusting this console was just one of the things I chose to concentrate on. Also, the Sonos speaker had all kinds of disgusting dust on it. Wow. I really should dust this weekend. I feel like just take the duster, just go around to all those surfaces. Don't forget about surfaces like the top of your bed, not the top of your bed, but the headboard on your bed. If it's a solid headboard, give it a good dust. I didn't mean for my Calathea rattlesnake to be front and center in the frame here, but as you can see, I am getting some fingerprints off of the television. I didn't know that there were fingerprints on the TV, and also dusting the TV is also a really good thing to do every now and again, because even though the television has a really good picture and you can't tell when it's on, sometimes when it's off you can see, oh, it's really dusty. And then when you turn it back on again after you dust it, you're like, wow, that looks so much better. Okay, I'm done my detail, nitpicking, cleaning, and housework. I hope that you guys found this video inspiring and do the little tiny things around your house that were bothering you, but you just keep passing them by, because that's just what I was doing. And just get them done. Put on this video. You got your friend with you. We're having fun. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Sleeping with his eyes open. It's really creepy.